I see you been spoken about, sir.
Hey, let's
Within the
go.
last 24 hours, brother. I mean, let's go here, sir. Um, Shout out to T Top. He's doing a tournament, right?
Salute the T-Top, man.
Right. And I guess the what people are missing the part where he's invited everybody, every tier. It wasn't just low tiers. It wasn't like when Hitman hollered at Bags and Bodies, and he kind of let it be known he kind of wanted low tier battle rappers and stuff like that, right?
And even that though, got battlers in there that you have been seeing for a long time, and there was no backlash. You know what I'm saying? There was no backlash. You saw, bro, dudes in that house had been battling way longer than it. You know what I'm saying? KD, Bad News, Cali Smooth. Like, I mean, we talking about dudes who I was watching when I wasn't even battling. But, you know, they didn't get this backlash. So, yeah.
So, interesting because your name's in there, Cuban's name in there, and another guy who's been here longer than you, Danger Zone.
Yeah, there's other guys on that list that have been battling longer than me as well. They just don't know them.
Okay, so is it because Loso is popular compared to the other guys that have been here longer than you, right? So is it that because guys feel threatened by you in this tournament? Shout out to Gorilla, but Gorilla, I mean, bro, I saw the back and forth last night with you Loso.
Smoked him, bro. Yeah, smoked him. He don't. I tell him all the time, like, yo, you're talking to somebody who's done. I mean, obviously, I've done 5 times more because I've been here longer than him. But he would never touch. He would he can't hold a candle to what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the certain stats that he was trying to bring up. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what narrative are you trying to push about Loso's battling these dudes because he can't beat the top tiers? Like, do you want me to name off the top tier battlers who I've cleared? Like, we're not even talking about great battles and debatables. We're talking about cleared. You know what I'm saying? We talking about accolades. We talking like what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll say this: I don't think it's necessarily the popularity because I think like you said, like there's people who know Cuban. Yeah, I'm more popular than them, but I think it was twofold. They were trying to troll, but in their attempts of trolling, they also are giving me like props, right? They're like, yo, Loso, you're above this. That's what they're trying to say. You're above this. It's not going to be no competition. You're going to smoke everybody in this tournament. You know, they feel like, I think Snake Eyes use like an example, like this is like, you know, playing on the 16 and under team. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said, you know what I'm saying? And or people and so here's the only thing though. One, you're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful to the guys that you do know in there, right? I just battled Danger 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like most of the people, it was a 3-0. You know what I'm saying? I got a 3-0 whatnot. But that's still Danger Zone. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got to see him again, that's going to be new material. I got to write all the stuff. Cuban is somebody who's been on URL. He's been on the big league. You know what I'm saying? He's battled people, stuff like that. And so, and even the other up and comers, just because you don't know them doesn't mean that they're not formidable opponents. I'll say this: when I saw the flyer, I thought I'm gonna tell you exactly how I kind of mindset it. Right. I saw the flyer and it said all tiers. I was actually kind of skeptical because of the conversation that was going to be behind it, but I also didn't know who was joining until Fonz dropped his flyer, and Fonz was telling me about he's about to do his. His is a 32-man joint. Now Fonz and T-Top both hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I both had conversations with both of them about it. But Fonz had hit me up personally, and when Fonz told me the battlers that were potentially going to be in his, I said bet. And so I made a tweet last night. I said, "Oh, y'all mad about this? Y'all gonna be mad that I'm in Fonz tournament too." Now here's the thing, though. 3.
Are you being sarcastic? Or are you being dead ass?
Nah, I'm being yeah. I'm already in that one. You know what I'm saying? And that was for 12K. And so, I'm looking at it like, okay, well, because he had name dropped two battlers that are just as popping as me. That's in Fonz in this tournament. So in my understanding, I assume that maybe there's some other battlers that are thinking like me. You know what? 90-second rounds going into this tournament. Why wouldn't I go ahead and try to win 10K? You know what I'm saying? I'm free on certain blocks that they're doing it on. Why wouldn't I go ahead and do it? And so That's why I did it. That's why I joined T-Tops. And then when I saw the list, I was just as shocked as y'all. I knew Cuban was in it, but I didn't know all
Oh,
the
they
other
expect you to
names.
be in there, sir. Hitman, Cali, goods.
Nah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So
Right.
before on Twitter,
All
I
right.
had already saw Capo. I thought I saw Eunice also. I thought they had already said some things about like showing some interest about the tournament. Now
All right.
here's the thing: they probably all were thinking the same thing that the rest of the culture were thinking. Yo, this is for up and comers. This is for like to find the new star. Because I guess supposedly that's what T Top has said, like on a tweet or Instagram post. I didn't see that. I thought I was still under the impression that all tiers are welcome.
Mm.
Three, like I'm a hustler, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anytime, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some money available. Like, why wouldn't I just go ahead and do it? You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no guarantee that I'm gonna go. Cause here's the thing. I main event on Black Ice the next day after round one. So I
Showstopper.
battle
Showstopper, right?
Showstopper. So
Mm.
May 24th is round one. And the next day I gotta go out and battle through. And so I'm gonna be so that weekend I'm gonna have to be clipped up with 6 rounds. So it's not like I
Right.
go in there.
Not rocking Geechee Gotti back to back. Not the
Yeah, no. I'm not saying I can't do it, but this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying, three. What I'm saying is it's not like I'm totally just like sitting back, just clipping up for whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to understand, like, yo, I got a workload as well that I'm kind of putting together and I'm battling back to back. So you know what? If it is a good chance that you might want to, you could clip me, maybe that first round might help you out. The second round, you never know. Like, I don't know. And so I understand, trust me, I understand people like, yo, they kind of looking at like, man, Los, you cheating almost, or you just trying to like just get some money. This wasn't for you. But to me, it was like, yo, the flyer said what the flyer said. It was $10,000 there. Why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just
Well,
beat me.
let me tell you what I heard. What I saw on was it Spaces? I think it was. Somebody said that Loso has been there for a long time. Like basically trying to say you should not be battling or beneath battling for 10K. I thought that was crazy comment. $10,000 is $10,000. Y'all gotta stop this.
Hey, for 90-second rounds, come on, bro. Come on, three. Like, what we doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? I saw this one joint that Rick Ross did, and he said the reason why he still has money because obviously his prices went down. So he goes because he doesn't turn down money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there was one point where he was getting paid, let's say $400,000 a show. He says, yo, if if he's not doing something on a Saturday and somebody's like, yo, I got 20 grand, can you come rap 30 minutes at my birthday party, something like that. He says, yo, I'll go take that 20 grand. He said, like, yo, I'm not doing that. I'll go pick that bag up. And so, like, for me, I understand like the optics of it, but bro, I don't know no person in their right mind who's just like, I mean, granted, unless you're like you said, like unless you're like a hitman or somebody who's, quote unquote rich or whatnot, why wouldn't you just go ahead and go try to make 10K, bro?
Let's keep it real. There's some top 10 dudes that they wish they could put their name in there. That 10K they want, but they can't do. Listen, let's be honest. They probably can't do that because they would be looked shut upon, right? Let's be honest. If a big time, if Lux did that, let's just Lux for example.
Yeah.
Lux decided, or Mook, or Rex, or Disaster, somebody, or Disaster decided to go in this tournament.
Yeah.
Would they look crazy? Any legend?
Yeah. They would, but here's the thing, and like you don't even have to go that far, right? Like even somebody like lower, like let's say hypothetically, right? I'm trying to think of somebody like
Twerk.
Yep, and then you could even go like I'm trying to say like you got to think about it, bro. If I'm getting the backlash that I'm getting for it, right? To me, I'm looking at it like, yo, I mean, I understand like I said, the compliments that they're giving me, that's kind of like backhanded compliments, but at the same time, I think that it's more so people just didn't want to join because of that narrative. Don't worry, I thought about it too. I knew that once he dropped it, if it wasn't gonna be a list of other dudes that's on Loso's tier, it was gonna have that conversation. But bro, three, ask me if I care. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like, bro, I'm gonna go in there. What you gonna tell me when you know what I'm saying? Like my mindset is like, yo, go ahead and get that money. And I'm gonna go do Fonz tournament and I'm gonna go get that 12K right after that. I'm gonna go double the bag up. Like what you talking?
What do you say to the people that say, all right, Lo, maybe you should let the low tier guys who will never see that kind of bread come across the Cash App or whatever, you know what I mean, to get that bread. You might have a chance down the road to get battles to get that kind of bread. They don't.
And I have, you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely, I've definitely seen that bag a couple times or whatever. But here's the thing, it's like, I mean, I hear you, but then it should have been explicit. And T-Top had every right to go ahead and turn and say, nah, Loso, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get a new stars like that. But he was excited, bro. He called me going crazy when I told him I was gonna do it. And look how much notoriety it brought to it in the conversation around the tournament. It brings this extra conversation now and a lot more eyes where it's like, yo, you know what? Even if you want to just tune in just to see Loso get upset in the first round, just so we can clown him. Even if you want to see if Loso does go ahead and clear this, you know what I'm saying? And then I think there's a catch-22 on it too, 3, because now you're looking at it like, okay, Loso's doing this one. Fonz is about to do a tournament next. And Loso has already went on record saying he about to join Fonz tournament. Oh, I'm about to go ahead. So I told Fonz called me. Fonz said, yo, man, no, he was encouraging me. Man, forget all that. I said, yo, Fonz, this is actually a blessing in disguise for you because I guarantee more battlers are going to hit you up and they're going to join that tournament. Shuni already said she in that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like other people, like it's, and granted, he's going to have newer dudes too, but because it's 32 people, but you're going to see other battlers in that type of mindset when it's like, yo, you know what? I just got battled a couple times, 92nd round. Bro, let's go ahead and do it, bro. Why not?
I ain't gonna lie, because how spicy you and Gorilla, the back and forth. Is there a part of you that wish that you guys to see each other in some place?
I told him, I said, but he not even joining it. He was just running his mouth. He not in T-Top, and he not even in Fonz. And I thought he was in Fonz tournament the way he was talking. I said, bro, let me know, and I'll tell Fonz straight up. We go first round. Forget all that other stuff. We could battle first round. He not even in that one because he was just like he talking about something.
Was he sticking up for his peers? Maybe
that's what it was. No, well, he was. Well, I guess there's somebody. I guess he must know somebody. He must be cool with somebody that's in Fonz tournament, and that's why he said, "I know for a fact you're not gonna win that tournament." That's what he said. And I said, so that's why I asked him. I said, "You in it?" And he was like, nah. So I said, okay, bet. And plus, after watching him on his last performance with Aeon, I was like, come on, bro, get up out of here. But I mean, I like going back and forth with him anyway. And I actually like Gorilla. I think he's nice too. But but with everybody kind of just, just having something to say, I really don't care at all, bro. Like at the end of the day, I still gotta rap, I still gotta lace up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo. It's and a lot of these battlers on that list.
Battle, fam. That's what people are thinking. Like
that's what it was, right? Yeah, I just came off. So look, you got to think about it. I understand it. 3.
You got Marv coming up. You got Marv coming up. You got some things going.
You got to. And here's the thing. The last time they just seen me, which is about 2-3 weeks ago, right? It was on the biggest pay-per-view of the year, and it was amongst the biggest stars in the culture. Mm-hmm. And I arguably walked away with performance of the weekend. Arguably, you know what I'm saying? Right. So they looking at it like, Los, you competing at the high, you one of the best in the world, and now you in this tournament with people we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We can't even pull out of a crowd or something. But here's
does the aesthetics of that, the optics of that looks crazy?
I understand that, but at the same time, you also giving these dudes an opportunity where, like, yo, if you go ahead and beat Loso on your way to 10K, I mean, that's gonna do numbers for you. You know what I'm saying? We probably never gonna see you. Like, and a lot of these people probably won't even get an opportunity to ever battle me. You know what I'm saying? Now they get a chance. I'm in the tournament, and yo, you get to stand across from me and hey, go ahead and do your thing. Say whatever you gotta say.
So, are you the villain now in both tournaments?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know about Fonz because, like I said, like when Fonz drops,
you're definitely the villain.
Yeah, I'm definitely. They would love nothing more than for me to just get, upset in the first round. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is. But what that does though, it kind of like motivates me a little bit more so that whenever they do, because on Monday they're gonna drop the matchups, and so it just motivates me a little bit more to be like, bro. As soon as they go ahead and lock in whoever it is, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, yeah, you're gonna have to fight. I'm gonna make sure you fight in there. If you're gonna beat Loso, then beat Loso, but I'm gonna make sure you fight.
Wait, Los, wait, hold on. Son, you're the favorite then, basically.
Easily. Everybody's just like, yo, it's your money. But I'm just like, and that's also a lot of pressure because it's like, yo, they kind of just saying that, but it's like, all right, cool, I gotta go in there and really show that.
Are they really saying? Are they BSing around, or there's a lot of credence behind that?
No, yeah. One, I mean, I understand. I feel that way too, but a lot of people feel that way. But I think that, first of all, guys like Cuban and Danger, I mean, they've been around. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I understand why you still got me as a favorites. I feel like I'm better than those two too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lock in again with those, but
Right.
or if I get to see them in the tournament. But at the same time, it's like, yo, anything can happen any given Sunday.
June 6th, brother. Be 10 years you've been in this culture rapping, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. No, that's what I was saying on Twitter, man. Like, it goes by fast, but at the same time, you look back, you're like, yo, you accomplished a lot. And to even say, like, you've been here. I mean, because you got to think about how many stars you don't potentially saw in URL coming up and was like, man, this dude was hot, and they kind of just sizzle out. And so for me to kind of even have quote unquote ups and downs in my career, or highs and lows in certain performances, but to still be consistent and still be one of these and still be in rotation, you know what I'm saying? Like still battling, URL still calling me every month, the big cards, the Apollo still calling me, people up and comers, you know what I'm saying? Like looking like, yo, you get like the rising stars, like the Hansels, the Wu Sa's and all of them. They're like, yo, I want to battle Loso. Like they look at me like a name, like, yo, if I clip this dude, boom, I move, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's just a dope spot to be in, and because not too many people reach that kind of level in this game. So I'm appreciative for it.
You're on the outside card, right?
Oh yeah, yep. Me and Hansel.
You Hansel, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's a good card too, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. And Hansel, bro, like I said, and it was either him or Wusa. But either one would have been either. I mean, bro, all these new guys that are in rotation with URL, and I've already stood in front of Klutz, Saflair, Foots. You know what I'm saying? I stood in front of these dudes, and so I know how good all of them are. You know what I'm saying? So now,
it's nice for you to battle those guys though. That's on the come up and want to get where you're at.
Is it what?
Is it dicey battling those guys because they want to get where you're at, and if they clip you and beat you clearly, it elevates them and gets you like low. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Low. Yeah, it's definitely high risk, low reward with those guys for me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, Klutz wasn't for me. Klutz was the final exam joint, but to me, it was only high risk, low reward for the fans because I mean the payment, bro, they paid me a big bag to play to battle Klutz, and so I was like, I probably wouldn't have done it if it wasn't that. But so when I tell people all the time, I was like, yo, what you think is a high risk, low reward isn't necessarily one on the business side because I got what I think I should have got for that battle anyway. But that was a good battle. You know what I'm saying? That was you know what I'm saying? Obviously the consensus I end up getting and stuff, but you see what he kind of did right after that. He was, boom, clipping wins against top tiers and legends. And then after that, did the two on two with Saflair and Foots. And then, I got Hansel and then possibly Wusa after that. And so I just always want to be one of those guys that's like, yo, you gonna see me against, I've already got because I think on the come up for me in the first 3 or 4 years, I got to stand in front of DNA, Daylight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? B-Dot was coming up with me, but he's obviously a legend.
Classic,
so like these,
classic.
These guys or whatnot that I was in front of that, they ended up coming down and I was able to make my name, a name off of them. And so for these guys coming up, I might be that guy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people said, like, yo, I was watching you and you and Chef Trez was one of my favorite battles. Like I hear that all the time, you know what I'm saying, from up and coming dudes. And so I'm never too high to take a battle like that. I'm actually always welcoming that. Obviously there's got to be a right situation, right time. But then also, I'm still in the business of like getting a name. Like right now, like, with Apollo, like, they called me and I told them, I said, yo, pass a ill will. You know what I'm saying? That's who I want. And so, two dudes who maybe, I mean, they both are arguably a performer of the weekend that weekend too. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like,
was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And so that'll be a crazy battle as well. But like that's the thing, like you're gonna see me in the ring with the young gunners who are hungry and who are nice. And then you're gonna see me in the ring with also the vets who are super, super nice and dangerous too. And so I could go back and forth. And so
refresh my memory and the fans' memory. What's your schedule moving forward after May 2nd? What do you have going on?
You seeing me everywhere and every week. So this Friday, not this week, not today or tomorrow, but next weekend, next Saturday, me and Hansel on URL. Right. So you got that. The following weekend, me and Marv won on TBL's Atlanta
Right,
cards.
low. That schedule low. That schedule. Go ahead, keep going.
Yep, which is a 5 card. The following week, that Friday, is the first round of T-Top's tournament. And then I fly the next morning out to Black Ice Cartel to headline their event against Showstopper.
Wow.
And then right after that, I got like a 1 round. Well, actually, no, I don't. It's actually not booked. So actually, right after that, I don't have nothing. But so that's what I got 3 weeks in a row, and then you know I I'm getting called for like obviously June and stuff. But you know I got if everything goes well for the first round for T Top, I'll be battling 2 weeks after that again. You know what I'm saying? So you know we'll see.
Am I tripping? Does it feel like you and Averb have to have a conversation at some point?
Yeah, definitely. And I see him, you know, he was even trolling about. He was like, Loso did the talk. Like, bro, you see this, yada yada. And I'm like, what's really the conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all really?
He wasn't feeling that long. He was not feeling you in the tournament. You feel you should not be in the tournament at all.
Which is like I said, which you're technically complimenting me while you're trying to put me down, but you're also like what's the problem though? It's not like I can't. It's not like I'm. You know, he kind of used which was funny. Verb was like, you know, a reclassified senior or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, which is funny. But at the same time, it's like, yo, ain't nobody. It's not you act like I went and joined the Crucibles. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just a random tournament, bro. You know what I'm saying? That'll be reclassification.
Twerk, I don't think Twerk fell away too, or was he trolling, or did he feel away?
I think he's trolling, but I think he really does feel that way. But he's also saying that, you know, like Loso's gonna clearly win. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's saying, he's like, yo, like you shouldn't have done it because like, yo, you just gonna clearly win that.
All the talk about bullpen and everything like that, you know, clone, bad news, John's laying low. People are annoying you like you're the same. Bullpen now.
I'm making sure this bullpen ship is never sinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always repping bullpen. I'm always, you know. And I told a John the other day, you know, he was trying to put something together, and I told him, I said, yo, whenever, like, just hit me up. Like, I don't care what's going on. I don't care what the optics is. I don't care, you know, what they feel about, you know, our quote unquote, you know, top hitters or whatnot. Like, I'm still here, and I've always been active, and I've always been, you know, I pride myself, whether or not you had, you know, whether you thought News or Clone was like the best battler in bullpen when. In as far as in bullpen, but one thing you can never deny is like who has made the most out of the opportunity from bullpen is me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely, you know, reached the heights of heights and been on every league, every platform, been on every list. And so I think sometimes those dudes do get overlooked too, but at the same time, like, you know, I don't even think that this, you know, whatever conversation's been being had about certain battlers within bullpen, I don't think that should change your opinion as far as who, because I just think like even if you was being honest and just looking at the stats, Loso should have always been top bull. You know what I'm saying? I always told myself that. I always felt that way, and I always any ranking that came out whenever you did that, I just always felt like I've always done the most with the capital that John has given us. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I think John knows. Obviously, he wouldn't have no comment, but I think John knows that too. I think John knows like. When he looks back at all the people he's given opportunities, he would say, yo, you know what? Maybe this dude might have been more talented. Maybe this dude might have been yada, yada, but Loso has done the most with the opportunities that I've given him. And, you know, here I am today.
How hard is it for those brothers to get back in battle rap? Because Clone is right now, man.
Yeah. You know what, bro? I mean,
I'm a civilian, so let me just throw it out there. But I
don't know. So here's the thing, though, Three. I don't know. Like if you asking me like how difficult it would be for them to get booked, I don't know about that, right? Because I don't know if leagues are necessarily saying like you know, because
not even the book part, just the quote unquote for your peers who say battle rap is street, this, that, and the third, and believability conversations, right?
I think that's
get stripped of those believability powers because of what the content. That what they
it looks like most people are going to be saying that. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch that News and Av battle back to see how he was being received in the building. I got to see, but even with that though, it just looks like everything on social media from their Instagram posts, their tweets, like it just seems like that's what people are saying. I do think that the difficult part though is for them to kind of like cancel out the noise and say to themselves, yo, is this something that I want to deal with? You got to think about it. Is this something that I want to move forward with? Because at the end of the day, and this is not me, I already know what people are going to say when I say this part, bro. They're going to be like, Loso, you just caping for them because they're boys. This is what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, the mentality of, like, the average person doesn't even know what it's like to be trolled from every side on the internet, bro. Like, you open up your phone, you know what I'm saying? Let's just even take it off of, like, when you lose a battle, right? A big battle, like, I mean, bro, we're talking about constant comments, yada, all this stuff. But like, when you get on, what they're getting trolled about is stuff that's outside of battle rap, stuff real life, right? Where you got the whole battle rap community, and then you got like outsiders kind of like looking in and chiming in. And so they're being trolled on a personal level that's also affecting their money, right? It's also affecting their plates. And so you got to ask yourself, yo, is this even worth my mental health? Is this worth like the all this, like, that's just what it is, bro. Is it worth, like, you know, the stress that it's bringing to my home and my family? Do I want to just lay low? Do I want to keep it? Because it's not gonna go away. Every time you battle, it's gonna get brought up. Every time you go, every time you go out, like, it's that's just what it is. And so I think that they definitely could get booked. They definitely can even, land punches and do whatever. I think the difficult part though is that, they gotta look themselves in the mirror and say, yo, do I want to continue in this sport that, let's just be honest, bro, they're just not gonna show grace. They're just not gonna show grace when it comes to that. Kid Slade, who, I said, I don't know too much about the ins and outs, right? But from what people say is like, yo, Kid Slade's situation isn't even like that, but it's still a stain on him that every time he goes out to an event, it's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And kind of derailed his career where he was at one point, almost the optics of it, and kind of just looks a little. So I just think if that's the case with him, imagine somebody like News and Clone, who it just seems like it's even a bigger situation than what he had.
Or is it? I mean, I can't think for these brothers, right? Or is it the mentality of I refuse to let the culture kick me out of something that's been beneficial for me monetarily, and anything like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That, and then you also, you're a man at the end of the,
yeah,
you're a man at the end of the day, right? So like, you want to leave on your terms. What like they all see the Adi Boom situation. Like, you got the Adi Boom and you got the Kid Slade situation, right? Where Adi Boom, I mean, it was just so bad, like he can never come back. You know what I'm saying? And he never wants to show face again. Kid Slade is just like, nah, like, yo, I know me. I know, y'all taking it out of context, yada, yada, and I'm here and I'm battling. Now he got to deal with it though, every time he battles and stuff like that, but he's there. And so News and Clone, I think, are like in the middle of those situations where they're trying to figure out, yo, how do I navigate towards this? And, they're taking different approaches right now, right? Where News kind of just went silent on social media. Like, he's not on Instagram, Twitter, nothing like that. Clone is like, nah, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and fight you put out a video, I put out a video. You want to see the paperwork? I got the paper. You want to see the video? You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. And so it's two different approaches, two different extremes, but it's no blueprint, it's no rule book out there to say, yo, when you get accused of snitching in battle rap, this is how you handle it. Like, people gonna handle it the way they're gonna handle it, and you just gotta, wait till the cards play out the way they play out and see what happens. But I hope the best for those, because at the end of the day, they're still my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, they've been there since the beginning of my career, and I know them personally too, and so we'll see.
Well, I'll be here to watch the 100 rookies versus Loso, man. I'm here for it,
man.
Come
on, bro. We gotta see like who's gonna stand, who's gonna be the last man standing, bro. I think it's dope though. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, man, like, those two dudes, like Fonz and T-Type, are both my brothers, bro. So for me to add to their tournament, I'm like, yeah, bro, what's up? Let's go and do it, bro. I got time. If I'm not doing nothing those days.
Let's say you win the tournaments, right? Beat J2, had a dope job. Got busy with J2. You beat Marv. Cody talk.
Yeah. Because tournaments, you gotta think about it, bro. Because regardless of who's in the tournament, winning the tournament is still a big deal.
I love you, my dude, but that last part you said, you might get pushback on that from the coach.
Which one?
The part about no matter who's in the tournament part.
So the Fonz one, I think the Fonz one's going to be tougher. The Fonz one's going to be tougher when you see. Right? It's going to be tougher than this one, obviously. Right. And it's also a 32 man. But But what I'm saying is like still winning a tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, so if I only win the T-top one, right? Then yeah, maybe, right? If I go in finals where they lose like first round, it's like, but let's say hypothetically I win 2 tournaments, bro. That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's still a tough schedule. You're still telling somebody to battle like every 2 weeks, like that. That's just, that's just a situation. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what happens, and that's just how I kind of look at. Even I did it with the Geechee and Tay-Rog last year when everybody was like, "Yo, Loso," but yo, that's kind of tough. Like how you even go? Like you could lose to both of them, and I was like, I could, but I said,
let me paint the picture for the people that understand. I was in Atlanta for them 3 days, right, with him and Geechee. Yo, people was acting like Loso was about to die.
Yeah, bro.
Like Tay-Rog, like he about to die. It was just like, bro. And next thing he had about Geechee Gotti.
Crazy, brother. Yeah, and arguably, and yeah, people got me, winning both, and some people got good battles for both. But my thing is like, even with that, I told people the reason why I'm doing it is because of like I just thought that and it happened. The outcome of winning was much greater than the outcome of losing. Meaning this, if I lost, let's say I lost both battles,
right?
It would suck. It would hurt. But but a lot of people didn't have me coming out of those battles with W's anyway. I was the underdog in both of those. So I was like, the potential of winning both of those battles would be so dope. And when I got the Champion magazine and people was right, all that other stuff, I was just like, yo, see, that's why I did it. And so for even this situation, even joining both tournaments and doing this, and I hope people listening to this and even watching my tweets too, they like, yo, you know what? Let me go join this Fonz tournament. And I want to break that mold where it's like, yo, you know what? Back in the day, I mean, when I say back in the day, even a couple of years, right? Because we're so used to only doing tournaments when we see like the $50,000 bag that Caffeine was doing and stuff like that, and it was amongst your peers, right?
Yeah.
You you kind of feel like, you know what, I'm above this, right? I'm above these tournaments. I'm above these little behind tournaments. But I'm like, nah, bro, it's a new age. And you can even see somebody like me who just came off of one of the best performances of the year saying, yo, let me go and get some rec and I'll go ahead and do this for money. And because here's the thing, they want to do it. They was just a lot of battlers wanted to do it. I'm not saying the big one. I'm just saying a lot of battlers looked at that and was like, yo, I feel like I could go win 10K or 12K from Fonz or whatnot. And I think that they were just afraid of the backlash, but they see me standing up to it and saying, yo, forget that, I'm gonna do it. I think now you're gonna see, watch, bro, you're gonna see at least if I'm the only name in the T-top one, you're gonna see at least I'll take the over on 6 or 7 names in that Fonz tournament.
They're gonna pop out like the Homer Simpson meme.
Exactly. It's like, oh, that was cool. Now it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah. Low set it off. He get a backlash. I'm watching the blinds. Loso get beat up a little bit, and then boom. You're right.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you taking the bullets for the people, man. Low went through it, so you had to go through that, y'all. Like Jay-Z said.
Come on, bro. Lowe's do that, so you wouldn't have to go through that. Exactly.
Well, Low, we're gonna pay attention because your schedule is hectic, my boy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. My brother, I love you, man. You know the vibes already, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, you got Knicks in what, 6 versus Celtics?
Nah.
You got them in 7?
I got the Celtics. Yeah, I don't think we beat the Celtics, man.
Hey, but that's honestly coming from you.
I gotta be real. I'm a realist. To beat the Celtics, we gotta beat them in shooting threes, and that's not gonna happen. And then listen, we barely got. Listen, Detroit Pistons is a good basketball. They're young.
They're good.
They took us to 6 games. I was scared. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just hoping now we can take what we went through with the Pistons, where they fought us. Can we take that to the Boston series? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Pritchard, Al Horford. That's too much, though.
But I don't. Is it though, bro? Come on, bro. Look. Wait.
They beat us 4 times in the regular season, man.
Cool.
4 times.
Brunson, Cat, OG. Come on, like y'all got some. Y'all like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. I don't
trust Cat yet, man.
Yeah. Now I will tell you this, 3. He was not like, if it was you. First of all, Jalen Brunson almost got a statue built out for him outside of Madison Square. The way he was carrying that, bro. But I will say this: you cannot count. You can count on Jalen even averaging 30 that series, but you cannot count on that being enough. Cat, we need you out there to put up. I'm talking about
Mikal
25, 20.
18 points.
Yeah.
I need Mikal Bridges to give me 18
Yo,
points.
Cat at least 25 and 12. At least, bro. At least.
Let me tell you what I know about Cat watching basketball. A lot of time his rebounds to me, they come to him when he's at the basket. If it comes off the rim, he's not gonna hustle to get the rebound. I was like, Cat, can you get right there, brother? He don't do that. The Mitchell Robinson, we throwing past him like he's Chris Webber or Olajuwon. It's just like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Jason
I think Cat needs to.
Yeah,
Cat needs to be back. They need to put some stuff in the post.
They're gonna put Drew Holiday. Listen, they're gonna put Drew Holiday to cover Jalen. I think he's hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't play in Orlando series. I'm pretty sure he's gonna play in this series. But
or Derek White. They're gonna put Derek White on Jalen Brunson.
Derek White. So it's like, bro, what's gonna happen? See, I need Mikal Bridges, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta ask. You gotta see.
Jalen Brunson is really him though.
You gotta ask like, yo, who's gonna be that other guy that's gonna like, yo, go get a bucket right now.
And they got Porzingis, who can give you 15.
I'm excited for this Boston New York conversation anyway, though, bro. I'm excited for
the Celtics, but I gotta be a realist. I want us to win, but being the fact that we lost to them 4 times in the regular season, that doesn't help either. How can I pick my Celtics to beat them when they already beat us 4 times in the regular season? Now, I would say this: the Bulls with Derrick Rose have beat the Heat, I think, like 3-4 times that regular 2011.
Yeah.
But the Heat still came back and beat their ass.
Yeah.
We counted. But that's a different conversation. That's the Heat, man.
I'm excited for that series, bro.
I am too. Listen, a couple of days off. That's why I'm mad we didn't win Game 5 because I want Jalen to get as much rest as he can because the game was on Monday.
Yeah,
he wins on Monday in Boston.
How many games do you got? Okay, if you don't got them winning the series, how many games you got the Knicks potentially winning?
Bro, if we can get 2, I'll be happy.
Oh wow! So for you as a fan, they playing with house money because you already got them.
Man. I'll be shocked if we win. I'll be shocked if we beat this. That's like the upset to me. I don't see it happening.
I do think the Celtics are the best. Even though the Cavs got first seed, I do think the Celtics are the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Yo, the Cavs are serious too, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Boston better be careful. That's what they need to be careful of. It ain't really my Knicks, it's the Cavs. Yeah. The Cavs Indiana series, it should be interesting though. I got the
Cavs. I got the Cavs on that.
The 6. But Halliburton and boys, they be balling though.
Yeah.
They be balling.
We'll see.
You know what I mean? But also, I want to see where Giannis is going to go. He's not going to stay in Milwaukee.
Houston.
Or San Antonio, they said this morning.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Him and your boy, what's the boy's name? From the Spurs?
Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, my gosh.
That'd be crazy.
That's crazy. Well, brother, we're going to talk after your battles, man.
Yes, sir, man. Take it easy, bro.
Man. Shout out my brother Loso. Y'all know the vibes already heard.